Hey guys, and welcome to my last part of my game collection video. If you haven't seen the first two parts, click these annotations right here and you can go see them. So this part I'm going to focus on miscellaneous stuff that I have. They aren't necessarily accessories or games, just paraphernalia and all sorts of things that I have that are game related. And the first thing that I have is Nintendo Power magazines. I have 8 short stacks over here of different years, from 2000 to 2007. So my collection of Nintendo Power is almost a third way there. I have Sci-Fi Bronies to thank for giving me the majority of these magazines. Since before BronyCon he told me that he'd give me his huge backlog of Nintendo Power magazines that he had, and he gave me all of them at the convention, and Jaxblade helped me out by carrying the box that they were in, and putting that in Hirosashi's car, so thanks to Jax as well. So yeah, thanks again Sci-Fi Brony for giving me those magazines. It's really awesome of you. Next up I have a lot of Pokemon stuff. One recent thing being is a little Giratina figure for Pokemon Platinum. And this was actually like a pre-order thing, but I didn't get it as a pre-order. I actually got it at Best Buy, and they just had it with the Platinum stuff. So, I got this little figure. It's pretty cool. I have this Burger King card thing. I think it's from Burger King. It's of Lugia. It's from the Pokemon 2000. I also have a Pocket Pikachu thing. Its battery is definitely dead. I did not know I had this until I started rummaging through these boxes, and that's a sealed Pokemon trading card game set that has like the CD and stuff that teaches you how to play the game. So it's funny that I was just talking about this in my top 10 Game Boy games about the CD that teaches you how to play the game, and I didn't know that I had it sealed, just stored away from somewhere. Actually, I'm trying to remember how I got 2 of them. A bunch of books here. There's a children's book based on one of the episodes. I have 4 of the comics, the first 4 issues, though they're really beat up. And, like, the art style is... there's Neon Genesis Evangelion on the back of that one. Wow. But what I was saying is that the art style is, like, completely different from the show or the game. It's really neat. I have this Pokemon origami thing, which I actually unfolded a lot of these and put them back in, because I actually made pretty much all of these, then I just unfolded them. I have the official Pokemon Handbook, and the official Pokemon Handbook, that's different, and I have the official Pokemon Handbook number 3. I have one of the trading card game placemats for playing the game, the Pokemon Trainer's Guide that comes with every version of Red, Blue, and Yellow, or at least all of Red and Blue, a novelization of one of the episodes, and a novelization of the first movie. And I have 2 boxes here full of just tons of Pokemon cards. There's like one box right here, and another box, and a binder full of, oh, wait, there we go. Yeah, a binder full of newer Pokemon cards. I actually think these were my friend Emilio's. So, Emilio, if you're watching, I'm not sure how you found this video, but I think these are yours. So, because I don't recognize any of these. I have a few interesting accessories here, first of which is not that old, it's pretty modern. It's a 360 memory card. The thing is, my 360 died on me, actually like 3 times when I first got it. And I put all my information on a memory card because I was selling my 360 to go to San Diego one year. The thing is, when I got a new 360, the newest model version in 2010, it does not have a port for the memory card. So saving all my progress on this was useless. Crap, where did I throw that? Okay, I got it. This is probably the oldest accessory I have, is a Game Boy printer. This thing takes 6 AA batteries. Check that out. I used it for the Game Boy camera, which I had as a kid, and also for Pokemon. Once you finish the game, you can like print out the Elite Four stats and everything. It's pretty cool. Wait, was it after you beat the Elite Four or after you capture all Pokemon? I can't remember. One of the weirder things that I have is a Game Boy Advance e-reader, and I have a few cards for it. It came with the Game & Watch manhole. I also had a few games. I had Donkey Kong Jr. These NES games are actually on multiple cards. I also had Ice Climber. Why am I saying had? I still have them. And I have Pinball. And one thing that was really big with the e-reader were Animal Crossing cards. I have a bunch of these, as well as... what the hell's that? Digimon cards? Why do we even have these? I have friggin' Submarimon and Piedmon and like one of the eggs. I have no idea why these were in these cards. Oh, and there's also a Pokemon Battle E card. That's strange. It has Sableye and Plusle on the back of it and some other thing. What does that say? Oh, it's a mystery. And it's a level 50 mystery Pokemon. I've got some boxed PC games here. I have Left 4 Dead. This wasn't just like a regular DVD case. The Sims 2. This is one of the newer PC cases. The Sims 2 Pets. Fear. The Orange Box. And I also have a couple of Roller Coaster Tycoon boxes. One being the Time Twister expansion for Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which is in this weird thing that comes with a booklet that comes out. Oh, if I can get it out. Oh, it was put in backwards. That's why it was taking sweet time. Put it back in. No. I'll put it in later. And the expansion for Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Soaked. Why did this come in a bigger box and this didn't? Unless I'm remembering wrong and this actually had a bigger box. Some other random PC games. I don't really collect PC games. If you look at my list that I have linked on my main page for the game collection I have, I do not list PC games because I don't really collect them. But these are just some of the things that I randomly have. First being Pacific War, which I looked in it and it's actually... hold on. It says 1942 gold. And actually, the back of this is very cheap. You can tell, it looks like printer paper. I just don't know how I ended up with this. I have a CD-ROM sampler from IBM, Lego Creator, which actually there's another game in here, but see what it is. Yeah, I remember this game from when I was little. It's very strange. It's called Lenny's Multimedia Circus. I have 2 Windows collections of random programs, and some of them are games in here. It actually lists them, and it's actually an Apogee collection that's in here. And an Epic collection. Yeah, they have like Jazz Jackrabbit, and it also has Doom from Apogee, and a bunch of other different things. It's really weird. These are on these discs for $10. And it has a list on the back of like all the different things that are in here. It's like a ton of games on this disc. I just thought it was really weird that I had these. I have Jumpstart Adventures 4th grade. I remember playing this. I have some more PC games in this. So let's see what we got. I have Mario's Time Machine, the Pokemon soundtrack, and Roller Coaster Tycoon Loopy Landscapes. Roller Coaster Tycoon and Pokemon the Trading Card Game CD. So yeah, apparently I did have 2 of them. I think the other one was like the 2nd edition, maybe? Oh no, I have another one that's the Pokemon Trading Card Game. So I did end up with 2 of the same. That's weird. I also have Toy Story, which is like the same as the Super Nintendo game. I have Frogger, which is the same as the PlayStation game. The other Roller Coaster Tycoon expansion, Corkscrew Follies, Lego Island. And in the back of here, I had the Lego Studios CDs. And another Pokemon thing. Pokemon Gotta Make 'Em All Project Studio. A couple of other things that was in that stack is the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess soundtrack that I got for Nintendo Power when I had my first subscription to them. Yeah, I only had a subscription very late into the run. And Metroid Metal, which is really awesome. I have a bunch of random boxes here. I don't really collect boxes, so I might like trade these with people if they need them, or sell them at a convention if I am ever at a gaming convention. Because I don't really have the room for boxes of smaller things. I like cases, however. I do plan on getting cases for all my cartridge-based games, as well as my disc-based games. But the cardboard boxes, they're just not that appealing to me, so if anybody wants these, I will trade them for games. Though mailing these things would be pretty tricky, so I'd probably bring them to a convention or something. If I ever go to a gaming convention, which I plan on going to SGC next year. I wanted to go to MagFest, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. SGC, however, will probably be doable, and maybe Retropalooza next year too. So these are some older boxes that I have. This first one isn't too old since it's Game Boy Advance. It's the classic NES series Metroid. Then some older stuff that I have are Pokemon boxes. One for Pokemon Yellow, the Pokemon Trading Card Game, and Pokemon Pinball. It has the little shiny thing on here, though it's sort of coming apart a little bit, but it's, the other ones are in a bit better condition. Now I have some boxes for Wii stuff. I have the box for Mario Kart Wii, Wii Sports Resort, which is heavy. Do I still have something in there? Oh, that's what it is. It's the friggin' cover for the Wiimotes. I never used these. Animal Crossing City Folk, which came with the Wii Speak, and I have this right here. Yeah, right there. Endless Ocean Blue World, which also came with Wii Speak, though I gave that one to Tyler because he didn't have one. And unfortunately, I don't have this game anymore. I really, really like it, and I'd really like it back. Then the box for the Zapper for Link's crossbow training and other railgun shooters. My Zapper is actually in the closet somewhere, but I should probably put it back in because I never use it. Especially since, like I said, my Wii's dead. I have a box for the Game Boy Advance SP that I once had, which I unfortunately do not have anymore. And the thing is, I didn't sell it. I lost it. To me, that's even worse than selling something, because you know you had it at one point, and you no longer have it for unexplainable reasons. So I still need to get a Game Boy Advance SP at some point. I have the box for the Nintendo DS Lite, which, this is actually the second Lite that I got. I sold the first one that I had, which was a black one. And I also sold my original DS Fat, but I like the blue one better. The final thing for boxes is my box for Nintendo 3DS, which is still pretty heavy because the 3DS came with a bunch of manual stuff, like more than usual. Like, look at this. Yeah, friggin' thick thing. I never had a system that had that much stuff come with it. Except for maybe the PS3, because I have the box of that somewhere, but I forgot to put it in here. Or did I throw that out? I might have thrown it out. Now for some manuals and stuff. But before I go over that, this is actually a Nintendo Power magazine that I found that does not have the cover to it. This was actually the first Nintendo Power magazine I ever got, and it's really beat up. But this is the one that showed Yoshi's Island and Mario RPG and Donkey Kong Country 3, and like, this is like what drove me to really get those games, except for Donkey Kong Country 3. I never got that. I got Mario RPG and Yoshi's Island, though, when I was younger, and I loved them to death. Unfortunately, I don't have Mario RPG anymore, but I'll get it at some point. Now, for the manuals, I have the Pokemon Trainer's Guide, which I already showed before, but this is a much cleaner one. Sonic Advance, Mario Bros. 3, the Mario Advance one, WarioWare, the map for Golden Sun The Lost Age, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. This game was very fun. Pokemon Trading Card Game, one of the Game Boy information things, Bionicle, Fire Emblem, Golden Sun The Lost Age, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, Metroid, Metroid Zero Mission, Pokemon Ruby, and other than the Game Boy Advance / Game Boy stuff, I also have an N64 manual for Mario Party, and some of my original manuals for some of the Super Nintendo games that I ever had. Not only that, some of the first games I ever had, with the first being Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. I got this in the Super Nintendo bundle for Christmas one year. Super Mario All-Stars, Yoshi's Island again. I don't know how I ended up with 2 manuals of this. Super Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, and Super Mario RPG. Like I said, I'm not really too big on boxes, but I may keep these manuals. Right now, I'm just not really sure if it's just worth getting them complete. I think I'd rather just have the game and a case to put it in. So I may give these manuals to somebody who really wants them, though the Super Nintendo manuals, I might keep those just because of nostalgia's sake, since those were some of the first games I ever had. One random thing that really wasn't a part of anything is this Guitar Hero On Tour thing accessory for the DS. Not really much to say about it other than it's Guitar Hero with only 4 buttons, which is actually surprisingly challenging. Still not as good as Rock Band, though. I have a carrying case for the Game Boy Advance, which actually you can carry anything in it. There's not anything specific for this. I mean, if you look in it, you can just put anything in here. Though I guess that can be... shit. Though I guess that can be said for any carrying case, really. I have a GameCube disc holder, which is really cute. Because the GameCube discs are very small. I actually have some memory cards in here for GameCube and PS2 that I kept just to keep my save data and everything. I also have this GameCube carrying case. This one actually is a little specific to the GameCube because if you put the GameCube in here, Velcro. If you put the GameCube in here, you can put the handle up here and you can just carry it by the handle. So that's pretty neat. And you put all the AC adapter and the VGA cords down here. So that's pretty neat. Then finally I have another case, which is the Wii carrying case that you carry like a backpack. And my Wii's actually in here right now. Like I said, it's dead. I was going to send it off to Nintendo, but I forgot about it. Well, I didn't forget about it. I just couldn't afford the repair fee at the time since my warranty ran out. I mean, my Wii kept working until the Wii U came out, so maybe that was planned. I also have a couple of these little tins that carry mints. This is a Nintendo controller tin and a Wiimote tin. And if you can hear it, there's actually still stuff in here. And let me see what they look like. Oh wait, these weren't mints. This is gum. What's in the other one? Let me see. Oh, those are mints. They don't look very appetizing. I mean, they're white. That's That's all they are. I should probably throw the mints and gum away. They're probably bad by now. I also have this Legend of Zelda thing from Burger King when they were doing like a promotion for Nintendo. And they had a bunch of toys, and one of them was a Zelda toy. And you can put Link back here, and he will knock down the Deku trees, or the Deku scrubs. There we go. Yeah, and also Link's face on this, he looks incredibly derpy. Let me see if I can have it focus on him for a minute. There we go. Yeah, just look at his derpy face. It's so weird. Alright, the last few things and I'm done recording. I have this Super Mario Galaxy Christmas ornament. This was actually given to me by my mom because she found it somewhere and like she just gave it to me and I thought it was pretty neat. I mean, it's a Christmas ornament of Mario Galaxy. And I also have the pre-order bonus for Super Mario Galaxy, which is the little coin that they have. Oh wait, it doesn't open that way. It goes like this and then opens where you have the coin right there. Also, if you pre-order Super Mario Galaxy, you actually get a message from Charles Martinet on your answering machine, and that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a pre-recorded message, but still pretty neat. I really love the Galaxy games, and unfortunately I don't have them anymore, but I'll get them again soon. Then the last thing before I stop recording is this thing from Club Nintendo, which is a bunch of pins of enemies from Super Mario Brothers. Oh, and Mario himself, not just enemies, and also items. They have a Goomba, they have a coin, they have a Koopa, they got a Bullet Bill, Cheep Cheep, Hammer Brother, Blooper, yeah, Lakitu, a Mushroom, 1-Up, pretty much all the little different sprites that are in Super Mario Brothers is on this. And yeah, it's a pretty neat little thing. So, it's one of the cooler Club Nintendo rewards that we got. Unfortunately, I've never gotten one of the statues that they made. So that's it for all of my gaming stuff. In case you're wondering what consoles I have a N64, I have a Wii, which like I said, it's dead. I have a PS2, I have a PS3, a 360, the latest model, and also the PS3 is the latest model. I have a DS Lite, a 3DS, the first model, and I also have a Hyperkin console for NES and Super Nintendo games. Unfortunately, I don't have an NES or a Super Nintendo anymore. Well, not anymore for the NES because I never actually owned an NES. But I'll get the actual consoles at some point. Until then, I'll keep using the Hyperkin console. So I have a question for you guys. What is your collection like? Is it only a few games? Is it a ton of games? And what is in your collection? What are some of the weirder games that you have? Or even what is some of the weirder gaming paraphernalia that you have? Tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it. And be sure to subscribe for videos I upload every week. And if you're feeling really generous, check out my Patreon page. And as always, thank you for watching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take it.